You're listening to This Is My Side Hustle. The tips, tools, and advice you need to optimize your life live here. If you're looking to unlock the secrets to additional income by engineering your choices around your ideal lifestyle, you're in the right place. Stay tuned and join us as we unpack unconventional ideas and methods to give you more freedom and flexibility. Let's escape the rat race together and live with intention. Let's learn how others are making it pay with their side hustles.
Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 27 of This Is My Side Hustle. Today I'm going to be talking about beauty on the cheap. Basically, how to get expensive looking hair, skin, and nails without spending a fortune. I know that most women spend a lot of money on their appearance, and even if you think you don't, there's ways to minimize the costs involved with specific things. I think I'm going to start out by talking about some skincare hacks, and then I'll move on to the hair and nails. One of the things that I've noticed is women tend to spend a lot of money on skincare or skincare regimens, but they don't often know what's in the products, or they get stuck on a very specific brand and they don't ever bother checking out what's new, what's possibly more effective, and what's less expensive than what they're already doing. And it is important, I feel, to have a good skincare regimen because you're going to then avoid things later on as you age that you would, well, if you take good care of your skin, it's going to look better for longer, basically. And I know when I was in my 20s, my teens and 20s, half the time I'd go to sleep with makeup on. Half the time when I would wash my face, it would be with hand wash, whatever hand wash was at the sink. And I really just didn't take care of it. I didn't use moisturizer. I didn't use any kind of lotions. I didn't consistently wash my face before bed. So since then, I would say in the last couple of years, I've tried to make more of an effort to do that, and it's definitely paid off. There's a few specific products that I specifically recommend that are proven to be the most effective. The first one is obviously get a good cleanser. Now, depending on your skincare type, you might want to use something a little harsher or something for sensitive skin. That's going to be up to you. I'm sure you can research what's best for your own skin, but I found what works the best usually for me, and I tend to have kind of combination skin. It's not really dry, but I can have some oil in my T-zone area. But what's really minimized the breakouts or things like that for me is just a very mild cleanser, kind of like Cetaphil or something that's real gentle. And I just make sure I wash my face twice a day. Now, I know that there's a lot of really expensive cleansers out there, ones that seem real fancy, but I feel like cleansers are the one area where you can kind of skimp as far as cost goes. I would say if you're going to really focus on the things that are going to really make a difference, focus on creams and serums. They're going to be absorbed into your skin, not washed right off right away, and they have the most potential to actually make a difference. And one thing I highly recommend all women have, in addition to cleanser, obviously, is a retinol product. Now, whether you get a subscription for Retin-A from a dermatologist or you just use a retinol that you can buy over the counter, it is really important, and retinol has been proven to turn over your skin cells faster and give you younger looking skin. I use one from Platinum Skincare, I believe it's called, and it's the highest level you can get because I have pretty thick skin. I don't have sensitive skin. It's not easily irritated. So I use the strongest one, and I put it on right after I wash my face at night. And then I just put a really lightweight, grease-free moisturizer on top of it. And then I put some oil of Olay eye cream around my eyes, because if I've had a couple of days where maybe I haven't gotten as much sleep, or if I'm stressed out or something, my eyes will get a little dark circles under them. But that seems to really help with that, the oil of Olay eye cream. And next, of course, you're going to want to use a moisturizer. Like I said, I use a it's a water-based. There's no artificial ingredients in it. It's real natural. It's real lightweight. That's good for me. If you have really dry skin or you're going into a harsh winter, you might want to consider something else. But moisturizers also probably aren't going to make a huge difference, but you do need to use them. What you really need to focus your money on is a good retinol cream and a good eye cream. That's going to make the most difference. Now, I know a lot of women, as they get into their late 30s, early 40s, and older, start to use Botox, which is fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. But Botox is very, very expensive. It's $400 a pop, and you usually have to get it every 3 to 4 months. So you're looking at $1,200 a year indefinitely, because it wears off after 3 to 4 months. There is a product I've tried that I really, really love called InstAtox by Serious Skincare. And if you go to makingitpaytostay.com/SkinStore, you can find that out. In fact, I really like SkinStore altogether, because you can get higher end brand name things for a lot cheaper. And they also have frequent sales. So I really like SkinStore. But the InstAtox, what it is it's temporary, but you put it on under your makeup and it basically freezes your skin. It doesn't feel unnatural, but it instantly smooths out forehead lines and crow's feet and any other lines on your face. It's really actually amazing. And you can get 2 tubes of it from SkinStore for $45, which will last you about 2 months, even if you use it every single day. So that's a lot less expensive than getting Botox. And then, you don't have to worry about adverse reactions. And obviously, saving $1,000 a year is always a good thing. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is nails. Now, I know a lot of women like going and getting their nails done, and maybe they get tips or gel nails or acrylics or whatever, but that tends to be pretty expensive. Usually the first time you get a full set of tips on, it's $40 to $50 without a tip, and then every 2 weeks you have to go get it filled and redone, and it's usually about $25 to $35 without a tip, just to do that every 2 weeks. Now, they look really good, but the one thing about acrylics and tips is they can really damage your nails, because usually when you go to a nail salon, they have to file down your actual nail a lot, and it can make your fingernails more prone to funguses and infections and things like that. It really destroys the nail bed. All the acrylic is not great for your nails. So I've found a much less expensive, and I'm talking much, much less expensive alternative that I really like. All it requires is a $9 box of 500 nail tips, but these aren't just the tips. These actually are glue-on nails. So it's the full length of your nail, so you don't have to worry about acrylic, and some nail glue, and then whatever nail polish you want to use. The ones I particularly recommend, because they're hard and they last a really long time and they have really cool different kinds of shapes and lengths, are ones by this company called, hold on a second, because I have it pulled up in the background and I just forgot the name of it. BTArtbox. You can find them on Amazon. If you go to makingitpaytostay.com/nails, it'll take you directly to their page. You can see all the different shapes and sizes they have. But you can get an entire box of 500 pieces of artificial glue-on nails for $9. And half of those are going to fit you. So you figure, okay, you actually get 250 pieces, because some of them aren't going to be the right sizes for your nails. So figure 250 pieces, and you obviously have 10 fingers probably. Hopefully. So you're going to get 25 applications out of one box for $9. Okay, and of course you can get nail glue, but nail glue is like $1 or $2, and I've used the stuff from the dollar store and it works just fine. So I'm not even including that really, but let's say for the sake of argument, $10 or $15, let's say, if you get some nail glue, and then you get 25 weeks, that's like half of a year. And if you leave them on longer than a week, which you can, depending on how long your nails grow, especially if you carry a little thing of nail glue around in your purse in case one pops off or it starts to get loose, you can just put it right back on. So if you did it for 2 weeks or a little over 2 weeks at a time, it would last you an entire year. So $10 to $15 an entire year. The other awesome thing about these nails is, you can do your own designs on them and everything, but you can also get things like decorations, decals, different like rhinestones, things like that you can put on them. They do come, like I said, in all kinds of different lengths and sizes and shapes. The ones I really like are the short oval ones. So they're the most natural to me. I can't type very well when I've got really long nails, so I don't get longer, but they do have lots and lots of different sizes. They've got the coffin shape, they've got the stiletto shape, they've got square shaped, everything you can possibly think of. And it's a lot faster than going to the salon. So you don't have to drive to the salon, you don't have to make an appointment, you don't have to sit there for an hour or two and then wait. You can do these so fast. It takes me like 5 minutes to put them on. Once you know your sizes, you can get rid of the ones that you don't want out of the box and only keep the ones you do want in the box that actually fit you. And then you just lay them out, you put on some glue, you hold your nail on for 10 seconds at a time, and that's it. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. And then, of course, you're going to paint them or do whatever, but that's still a lot less time than going back and getting the acrylic fills or getting the gel done and waiting for it to dry and everything. It cuts down on time, and it really cuts down on money. I mean, can you imagine if you're used to spending $30 every 2 weeks? What is that? I'm doing math real quickly in my head. It's like almost $800 a year. So you're saving hundreds of dollars a year if you do it this way. Oh, and they're also really easy to remove. All you have to do is put your fingers in some 100% acetone for a minute or two, and that alone will loosen up the glue, and you can just pull it right off, and then you just wipe off the glue that's on there. And the other great thing about that is you're not shaving down your nail bed. Of course, having nothing on your nails is probably the healthiest option in the long run, but I feel like at least removing some of the damage and some of the chemicals and like not exposing yourself up to dirty instruments that might not be properly cleaned is still a good idea. And I mean, it's going to save you like a day or two of your entire life every single year by not taking the time to go to a salon. So that's definitely another one of mine. So go to makingitpaytostay.com/nails and check those out there. Okay, I'm going to move on to hair now. I'm first going to talk about hair color, making hair better and longer, and then also hair removal. So I'm going to start with hair color. Now, I don't know whether you've colored your hair before or not, but I found as I get older, I look better and younger if I stick closer to my natural color. Now, that's not to say sometimes my natural color gets a little boring. It's kind of just a dark, plain brown. And sometimes I like a little dimension. And I also like how hair color kind of coats my thin hair and makes it have a little more volume and shine. So one of my favorite hair colors that I use, and I buy it from CVS, is called L'Oreal Paris Excellent Hair Color. So I have two shades that I've used that I really, really love of theirs. When I was blonde, I used 8.5A or 8.5A Champagne Blonde, and it was a really nice, neutral, multifaceted blonde. It didn't look too brassy. It didn't look too orange or yellow. It really made my hair shiny, and it almost made my hair look like it had natural highlights. It was just a good color for almost anyone's skin tone. The other one that I use currently, and like I said, mainly this is my natural color anyway, but I like it because it actually makes my hair feel healthier, especially when I'm not lightening it like I was with the champagne blonde. But I use the dark chocolate brown 4AR. So I'm going to put a link in the show notes. Like I said, if you go to makingitpaytostay.com/hair color, you can see the exact hair color I use. And I put it on every 2 months, and it's $9.49 on CVS. So $9.49 times 6 times a year is about $60. And that's what you would pay without a tip just to get your hair colored at a salon. Now, if you're doing highlights and things like that, you can get highlighting kits from CVS that I've used before, and they work great. I tend to use a toothbrush to put mine on. I don't like usually what they give you. Sometimes they give you, it looks like a big fat pipe cleaner, or they have caps. Oh, I highly recommend not using a cap when you're doing at-home highlighting because you really don't have much control. And I did that one time in high school and practically bleached my entire head platinum. It just wasn't a good idea. So I highly recommend you just use the brush-on highlights, and you go fairly close to your natural color at first, and then maybe get 2 boxes so that you can put different shades of highlights in. That's going to give you the most natural look. And also, if your hair is shoulder length or longer, I highly recommend you get 2 boxes of the hair color, of the L'Oreal Paris Excellence hair color. So if you have to get 2 boxes each time, you're going to spend $120 a year instead of $60. But it's still better than going to the salon every 2 months and spending $60 a pop at least every single time. I also bought a pair of really inexpensive hair cutting scissors, and I think from Sally Beauty Supply. And they were maybe $15, and they're still really, really sharp. And I have the kind of hair that I can easily trim myself. I sometimes will put a little bit of layering in it. You can find how to do that on YouTube, but it also saves me getting my hair cut at a salon. I do go and get my hair cut at a salon about once, maybe twice a year. So it's usually probably about every 8 months, just because if I want to change the shape of it a little or the layers, I let them do that. And then I just trim it myself every 6 to 8 weeks. And I just follow the length and the lines and trim it myself. So that saves me money on getting my hair cut. Now, some of you might be wondering, okay, well, how do I make my hair longer or thicker or shinier? I highly recommend you use products with biotin in it. So anything that's got like protein and biotin in it, or even if you take that as a supplement, that's going to help. Also, collagen and gelatin, that helps a lot. Bone broth helps a lot with that. Hair is basically made up of proteins, and if you're eating adequate proteins from a good source and not processed proteins like greasy burgers all the time or, fried foods and everything, you're going to get the right nutrients for that, and it will help speed things along. I've seen things on Pinterest about, serums and things you put on your head to make it grow longer. I've never really tried any of those. My hair grows just fine, so I haven't really felt the need to do that. But go ahead and check that out if that's something you're interested in, and read the reviews, try to see before and after pictures. But there are things like that out there. If you're averse to chemicals and you don't want to put them on your head in the form of hair color or something, I totally understand. There is a product called henna that's good if you are looking to stay around the same hair color or go darker, but it can be very, very messy. The one I found that has the best reviews and is the most natural is Avita's, but I think you have to do that in the salon. So if you have an Avita salon near you, you could check that out. So that's not really going to save you a lot of money, but if you don't really like chemicals and you still want to get your hair colored, that is an alternative option. And then Lush makes henna bars, and that again is a kind of a long and tedious process. It's about $30, so it's still cheaper than getting your hair done in a salon, and it's still natural. It's not putting chemicals on your scalp. But you might want to check that out. Lush Henna is another one that's a good option. Now, let's talk a little bit about eyelashes and brows. So eyelash extensions or fake eyelashes and microblading are often a beauty treatment that a lot of people seek out if they feel like their eyebrows are lacking in length and thickness, and if their lashes are kind of skimpy. But it's really expensive. And eyelash extensions only last a couple weeks, I think, and then you have to keep going back and get them filled, and I'm pretty sure it's at least $100 for that. And then microblading is a couple $100 as well, and again, it doesn't last forever. You still have to go back and get it done eventually, depending on, how much time it takes to fade and everything. So my simple suggestion for this, and I have tried it before in the past, and it actually worked almost too good that I stopped because my eyelashes were hitting my sunglasses, and it made it really hard for me to wear my sunglasses, and I wear sunglasses constantly when I'm driving and everything. But it's called Babe Lash. So if you go to makingitpaytostay.com/Babe Lash, you'll get a 3-month supply. It's around $40, I believe. And all you do is you just paint this serum at your top and lower lash line every evening before you go to bed. So after you wash your face, take off your makeup, put on your skincare products, you put this stuff on. It lasts 3 months. It's $45, so that's like $150 a year, give or take a little. And that's the cost of like one treatment of eyelash extensions or microblading. And you can use it on your eyebrows as well, and it will do the same thing. So it will naturally make your eyebrows and eyelashes thicker, fuller, help them grow more. I even started to notice when I used it on my eyelashes that I was almost getting like a second layer of eyelashes, like ones that I didn't even have before, almost like I was getting a second layer of lashes, which was really cool. But like I said, I just stopped because they were getting too long when I put on mascara, and it was kind of bothering me. And I never used it on my eyebrows personally because I already have very thick, overgrown eyebrows that I have to deal with, so I didn't do that. But I do know lots of people have put it on their eyebrows. They said it works just like it does on the eyelashes. So that might be something you want to check out as well. I don't know if it would work on like your temples or stuff. I know a lot of people sometimes get thinning temples, especially after they have a baby. Your hormones kind of go crazy and you shed a lot of hair. I don't know if it would work on that. I don't know if someone's had any experience with that, but you could probably look it up online, and I'm sure it wouldn't hurt. You're just getting the hair follicle stimulated, and it prevents anything from falling out too. So like I had very little eyelashes falling out when I used it. Definitely check out Babe Lash. So makingitpaytostay.com/Babe Lash is that one. Now, for hair removal, I honestly don't go and get anything waxed or anything like that. To me, I don't like the time it takes to let hair grow out to be long enough to be properly waxed, and I just use a razor from Dollar Shave Club. I use the 4-blade one. I get a couple extra handles because my daughters use it as well. And then I get the 4-pack of razors sent every 2 months. And it lasts that long for me because after I shave and after I take a shower, I thoroughly dry off my razor and I store it in a cabinet. So if you dry off your razor and you don't leave it sitting in the shower, it's going to last 10 times longer. I have heard about people using just straight razors. And they love that, and it's really cheap. I mean, you buy a box of razor blades and you take care of it, and it'll last you forever practically. But I have not tried that myself, so I'm not going to recommend that. But you might want to look into that. There's a lot of people who highly recommend that. But I really like the 4-pack from Dollar Shave Club. It's like $7. It comes every 2 months. The handles are only about $6, and they, you just have to buy one of those unless it breaks or something. And it's pretty cheap. I do not use shaving cream, and I shave every single day. So it takes me a few extra minutes in the shower, but I'm a very hairy person, so I like my smooth legs, and I can't really get away with shaving less than that unless, I want to look like Sasquatch or something. So I shave every single day. I don't even use, conditioner or shampoo or anything. I wash my body, and then when I'm in the shower, I just use the water. And those razor blades are so good for that. They hardly ever nick me, and I don't even need shaving cream for them. So I highly recommend those from Dollar Shave Club. Okay, moving on. For taking care of your body skin, I highly recommend coconut oil. Now, I would not recommend coconut oil on your face, or olive oil. You could use coconut oil or olive oil. It's really cheap. It really sinks in well. Coconut oil leaves a little more of a greasy residue than olive oil does. And coconut oil is a cooling oil, so it's really great to use when it's warm out. And olive oil is a warming oil, and it will actually make you feel warmer. And you can mix it, either one of these, with essential oils or something like that, if you want to scent them a little bit. I do use the extra virgin olive oil, but I feel like you could get away with a cheaper version if you're using it on your skin. The more extra virgin you get, and if you use cold press, the more expensive it's going to be, and it's also going to have a little bit of a scent. Same with coconut oil. You can probably use the refined coconut oil that doesn't have much of a scent if you're putting it on your body. But I feel like both of those options are just a lot healthier than some of the other lotion alternatives out there that are filled with chemicals, because your body is absorbing things that you put on it. Your skin is porous, basically, and it does absorb what you put on it. So keep that into consideration. But it's a lot cheaper than buying expensive body lotions. And I really haven't found a body lotion that works as well as just coconut oil or olive oil. Olive oil, yes, you can put on your face. Don't put coconut oil on your face. It can be it can make your skin break out really bad, and it takes a long time to get rid of. I learned that the hard way. I put some on my face one time, and I got like a couple really deep cystic acne areas on my face, and it took a while to clear up, so I don't recommend you do that. I do like Bath & Body Works scented lotions sometimes. I don't use it all the time because I don't like putting stuff like that on my skin consistently, but I do like their scents, especially the fall ones and the winter ones. But for the most part, I stick with just the coconut oil and the olive oil. It's so much cheaper and healthier in the long run. Okay, I also wanted to mention, and this isn't specifically beauty related, but I thought it was really cool. Amazon has a lot of products that aren't necessarily knockoffs of designer products, but more specifically look almost exactly like them, and of the ones that don't even have a label to begin with. And I'm not sure how I can describe that correctly, but okay, for example, there are some Louboutin shoes that are like over $1,000 that are a leopard print fade to white patent leather stilettos. So anyway, the Amazon ones don't have the red sole like the Louboutins do, but Amazon has a product that is, it's red rubberized paint that you can paint on the soles of your shoes, and it's the exact color of Louboutins. And then they also have something called acrylic finisher, and you just paint that over top. So you can get these shoes on Amazon for about $50, and then for $10 more, you get the paint and you get the acrylic finishers, and you could have shoes that look exactly like Louboutins for $60. So it's really cool, and you could then use the paint and the acrylic finisher on other shoes that you have to make them have that red sole that's so eye-catching. So I thought that's really cool. They also have belts that look really, really similar to Gucci belts. They don't have the 2 double G's, but they have 2 rings, and it gives you the look that you're looking for without the cost, obviously, and without the designer brand. They also have these cosmetic pouches and traveling cases that look just like Louis Vuittons, but they don't have the LVs and everything, but it still gives you that look. So check out Amazon for, like, if you're looking at something that's really high-end designer, or you really love the look of something specific that's a designer item, type it into Amazon and see what comes up. I also noticed they have Cartier Love bracelets. So what these are is, it's a bangle, and I actually bought one because I love it, but I was never going to spend, $6,500 on a Cartier bracelet. So I saw these on Amazon, and there are these bangles that they have little screw heads around it. And then the only way you get it on and off is with a screwdriver on the side. And they have them with and without the gemstones in them. But on Amazon, it's $25. And it gives you that same look. So certain things, you might really, really like the look of something that's designer, but go check it out on Amazon. And if it's close enough and it's mainly the look you're going for and you're not trying to be flashy with a label, you'd be really surprised about what you can find there. And of course, as always, I've talked about Poshmark. If you go to makingitpaytostay.com/Poshmark and use the code Sherry, SHERRI_Stotler, STOTLER, you can get $10 off your first purchase. I love Poshmark still. I'm still selling on there. It's great for getting cool clothes and even designer clothes or more expensive clothes or brands that you typically wouldn't spend full price on. You can get some really, really great deals there. I just got an Eddie Bauer winter coat that was practically brand new. It's a big parka. It would have been close to $300 new. It's a really good quality one, and I got it for like $60, which I'm okay with if I'm spending $60 on a really, really good quality, practically new, good brand named winter coat. I'm okay with spending that. And I got my daughter's coats from Poshmark as well, their winter coats. I spent under $30 for a brand new North Face parka and Abercrombie and Fitch parka for my other daughter. So they told me basically the brands they liked, the colors they liked, and whatnot. I found them in their sizes. They were new and they were less than $30. And I mean, I would have spent that at Walmart if I went to go get them a winter coat. So why not get them the ones they really like, ones that are really good quality, ones in the brands and styles that they like, and spend the same amount of money. So I know Poshmark, Poshmark though also does have beauty products. So some of these products that I just talked about today, you might want to check on Poshmark because a lot of people sell their beauty products on there, and you can also sell things on there too. So you can not only sell clothes and everything and clothes and accessories, you can sell things for your home or from your home decor items. You can sell beauty products and makeup and everything. Obviously, if you have newer things that you just haven't used, that's going to sell better because nobody wants to buy used mascara, obviously. Don't put stuff like that on there. But of course, you know that. You're not stupid. Just use common sense about things like that. And of course, also don't buy makeup items that have been used because you don't know what you could be getting if you open that box. So hopefully some of these ideas helped. I don't think I have anything else about that, but I did want to mention that I did open up the Making It Pay lifestyle course. It is now open indefinitely. You can join at any time, and it's only $47. So you're getting 20 modules that includes videos and descriptions and links. You're getting all the bonuses that I had with my original Making It Pay lifestyle course that is worth $1,000 or $2. And you're also getting access to all of the coaching call archives. So there's about 20 weeks of coaching calls that I did live on Facebook for people, and I have all of the videos that's not on Facebook. You can actually just access them right within the course now. You can take your time, you can blast through it, it doesn't matter to me, but all of that material I'm making available for $47. This used to be a $500 product. I came out with it about 18 months ago, I believe, at this point, and I'm probably not going to be making any kind of updates or anything. If I do another course, it's going to be around the $47 range, and it will be a lot less involved, but you're getting access now to a product that was a whole lot more expensive. I will not be doing live coaching calls in the future for it. It's basically you get everything that I did before for the $500 price at $47, and like I said, it's self-paced. You don't have to be accountable to anyone if you don't like that. You don't have to join the Facebook group if you don't like that. You can get all of it right inside. So you can find that by going to makingitpay.teachable.com. So that's makingitpay.teachable.com. You can get it right there. You can start today if you want. You can also find the link for this on my website in the header menu at the top. It'll say Making It Pay Lifestyle Course, so you can get it right there. Or I will also put a link to all of this in the show notes for everybody. And it'll go out in the email that I send out when this podcast goes live. So hopefully, guys, you enjoyed some of these things. Hopefully I've been able to save you money on things, or maybe you always wanted to have your nails done all the time and you just didn't want to spend the money. Well, now, I mean, for about $1 a day, you can have that. Or not $1 a day, $1 a month. $1 a month, you can now have nice nails. So I really like a lot of these things. I hope you do too. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me on Instagram at Making It Pay Lifestyle, or you can send me an email to sherry@makingitpaylifestyle.com. Or if you want to be a guest on the show or leave a comment there, or even ask a question, you can send me a voicemail or apply to be on the show by going to makingitpaytostay.com/voicemail. And as always, please subscribe, rate, review, share this with your friends, and feel free to let me know if there's anything specific you'd like me to cover in the future. All right, guys, until next time, this is my side hustle.